And welcome back to the Crypto Hawk program. Oh, man. We're going to go over today the adoption of crypto. I'm starting early. I know. Caught you off guard 9 minutes early. Class has begun. You know, I'm looking over the news, and I see all the stuff that's going on with this shorting. See, this is what's happening. I'm letting these people know, brand new people. I don't know everything, but number one, there's dark pools. There are ways of these people to buy and sell stocks, crypto, gold, whatever. Like they're selling metals that they don't even have. They're shorting metals they don't even have possession of. I'm seeing so much of these little secrets that they're doing. And I'll tell you what, it doesn't bother me. Like if I see cheap crypto, I'm buying it. Like it only helps me. Now, it hurts the scammers on YouTube that have these little financial system things they're doing. You borrow, you bet your crypto, whatever you're doing, it's fucking stupid. All that's going on is price manipulation. I've only been saying this about 5.5 years. Not a big deal. I already told you as we get closer to crypto, everything's going to dump. Ta-da! Told you. It's not a secret to me. Crypto Hog, what's going on? Is the market's crazy? No, it's not. It's happening just like I predicted. I was telling you all this years ago. I said, yeah, I'll bet you XRP will go back down to 15 or 20 cents again. I doubt it would go that low, but I mean, back then I said when it hit 50 cents and then $1 and $1.50, I'm like, yeah, it'll go back down to 20 cents again. Then I'll get back in and double up. Like, I mean, it's not shocking to me. I already know. See, here's how it works. Partly. Who were all the people in XRP and all these cryptos early? All the developers and their friends. And they got in and they put their million in, and this other guy put their million, and they got like, 100 million XRP or some shit like that, okay? All the inside people all got into they're the ones that are dumping it right now. When XRP hit that $4 or whatever it is, now they're getting their money back, okay, and they're dumping slowly here and there. But a lot of times now they can use dark pools to buy it, so you won't know. That they're going to show it, they're going to dump it, and then somewhere where you can't see, they're going to buy it. I don't know. They can put it on another ledger. They got private ledgers, dark pools, all this stuff's going on. They short different cryptos. Like JP Morgan shorted a fuck ton of silver back in the day. And what they did is they sold all their positions in silver off. They can dump a block amount of silver all at once, like 10 million shares of silver. Dump it. Make money off your silver, and your shorts just go bam, and you sell them off. That's all that's happening. Is there anything wrong with the crypto market? No. I'm showing you what I believe to be going on. It's total manipulation. Now, let's use it for our benefit. Watch your crypto that you want to get. Look, what, HBAR? How much is HBAR? Mr. OG's out there pumping these prices. Him and whoever else. Let's see where these crypto. What does HBAR cost right now? 9 cents? Are you serious? HBAR? Son of a bitch. 9 cents, everybody. Oh, damn. What we're seeing here is buying time. This is the time to buy. Am I concerned? Not at all. This is a great thing. See, it depends on how you look at stuff. I'm going to go over fundamental news again, how Ripple is now being integrated into all the European trading systems and the banking system. That's massive news. But yet, they got you distracted. They got you looking at the price, but XRP dumped. But this, you got HBAR at 9 cents. What is wrong? Nothing's wrong. Everything's great in crypto. This is beautiful. You're watching real world adoption, and at the same time, you're able to see what I'm telling you. I'm showing you with evidence what cryptos are making all this happen. And guess what? They're at the cheapest prices I've seen in years. It's like Discount City, 75% off sale. Why would anybody complain in the right mind? Unless they don't know what they're talking about. This is a perfect opportunity. HBAR, I think HBAR, the highest on it was more than 50 cents. See what I'm saying? 50 cents. And it's like, who told me it's 9 cents? That was Mr. OG. Thank you for that. 9 cents, you guys. Used to be 50 cents. Oh, shit. What is that? 80% off sale? Who's complaining about that? HBAR hooked up with Seals Q, putting on satellites, government contracts all around the world, on and on. Quantum resistant microchips. Are you serious? Who the fuck's complaining about that? Not me. I'm like brand new people. You have no idea. You are so lucky. Of course, you got me, Crypto Hulk. And then you got the weekend supervisor, Chucky, right here. Don't make him start doing his little dance or whatever. He'll do it. This guy ain't shy at all. No, no, no. Except he's out of batteries. Oh, no, he's not.
It's showtime. I'll be back. I always come back.
Oh, nice. Thanks for showing up, Chucky. You're always a very important part of my show. Now go back to snorting that methamphetamine. All right. TJ Smith's got 20 minutes before his flight. He's watching Crypto Hulk at the airport. Now that is what's up. That's somebody who definitely likes Crypto Hulk show. Bought more Telcoin yesterday, said Chris Sharpie. Look, you guys. The channels that are all about the hype stuff are getting destroyed. Crypto Hulk channel, you guys are happy. Especially the new people. My God, you're lucky. If you just got into crypto in the past 6 months, and a few years ago, you're wondering, a few years ago, this shit was way higher. Not as high as me, and definitely not as big as my ego. But 2-3 years ago with XRP, oh, it was nice. Now the price sucks. Unless you're buying. I want you to look. It depends how you look at it, okay? This is a perfect time. Today I'm going to go over real world adoption. You got the SEC says laws are coming. Scott Bissett and all that, the treasurer, they're all saying crypto laws are coming, everybody. They're going to be the gold standard. The United States crypto laws will be the gold standard, the model for all the world to follow. I don't know how, when, or whatever this happens. You got shit going on in Iran with drones, and you got the 2nd Infantry Division. I was in the 3rd Infantry Division. Fort Stewart, Rock of the Marne, Dogface Soldier song. I wouldn't be a fancy pants Marine. I wouldn't give a bean. God, they had to sing us that song every day. Wow. Dogface Soldier song. The Dogface Soldier song. Oh my God, let's get into this news. My name's Crypto Hawk. I'm not a financial advisor. Hardcore drug user right here. I'm not a crypto advisor either, nor finances. I don't know anything about anything except drugs. When it comes to drugs, I know how to buy it, smoke it, sniff it, snort it, inject it, eat it, keister it, you name it. I'll get high 7 different ways from Sunday. Don't listen to anything I say. Any kind of financial advice on this program be the worst financial advice you could ever have. My goal is to get you financially destroyed. March 1st, I'm going to make a prediction, XRP, $1,000. Okay, and something with the oil fields, and if oil does this, then that's going to happen. So there's my other prediction. I don't even know what I'm fucking saying. Okay. Here's the article right here. Taurus, not Ford Taurus. That was a shitty-ass car. Now, they did have the super high output, but that was a fucking joke. Found on road dead. Here's the article right here. Crypto Hawk, what the fuck are you talking about? Nothing. Never mind. Nothing. Taurus and Capco partner up. So if you read this article initially, it just sounds like a sleeper. No, I have sleep apnea. And it sounds like it, but let's dig deep with the Crypto Hulk, and I'm going to show you something very beautiful and glorious right here. Glorious. Da-da-da. Crypto Hulk, it's Gloria. Shut up. What are you, some kind of college guy or something? Taurus, an enterprise-grade digital asset infrastructure provider. Taurus is an enterprise-grade digital asset infrastructure provider, has announced a strategic partnership with global management. So you imagine Taurus is like a safe that sells software also, okay? Think of that as Taurus. Think of Capco as like the businessman, wheeling and dealing. Shiesty little business guy, right? They've announced a strategic partnership where global management and technology consultant firm is called Capco. They are a global management and they consult like a salesman, okay? Now, the new partnership will see Capco acting as Taurus's implementation and integration partner in continental Europe. Taurus has all these safes. They have the safes and a lot of technology, but Capco has the ability to sell and hook people up. Oh. There's an implementation and integration partner in continental Europe supporting financial institutions as they deploy and integrate Taurus digital asset infrastructure within existing banking and capital market environments. Taurus has the custody and the products. Capco is like the salesman, and they're allowed to do all this stuff because they got laws. They live there. Capco, imagine like Capco lives in Europe and can do all kinds of cool shit. Taurus is like the outside guy. He can't really do shit in Europe unless he has an invitation. Capco is providing that invitation. Say, come on in, Taurus. You can have your store set up and everything. We'll be the salespeople and we'll hook people up. We will get people to use your products. That's what's happening here. And guess what? Guess who made Taurus's products? Well, there's a company called Temenos. You might have heard of Temenos, and Temenos is a Ripple partner running on Ripple technology. That is the infrastructure. Taurus's digital asset infrastructure is Ripple's XRP, and you can throw in some of the other top cryptos, all right? Hedera, probably some, whatever we got going on. The collaboration will help banks and financial service companies accelerate. I want you to see what happens. Ripple is going to help banks and financial services companies accelerate the integration of crypto services. while maintaining alignment with their existing technological architecture and regulatory frameworks. Ripple's going to come in via Temenos to Taurus into Capco's land of opportunity and get crypto running. It's all going to be legal and it's all going to work. It's going to run parallel. They can still run the old system. They're going to run both systems at the same time. That's what's going to happen. The guy's name's Owen Jelf, Jelf, managing partner at Capco. He adds, transaction volumes and institutional interest in crypto is accelerating, everybody. Transaction volumes, that means they're doing it a lot. Why don't we see it, Crypto Hulk? Maybe it's on a private ledger again. Look, I'm just reading the news to you. Just go with it. They're hiding all this shit, man. You think they're going to let you see what the fuck they're doing? That's why this motherfucking platform shadow bans me so bad. It's ridiculous. They've knocked out about 90% of my viewership. I was getting before 1 million views a month. Now I'm down to like, what, 40,000? They've wiped out this channel. Okay, I'm just letting you know. I used to get like 1 million views a month about a year ago. 13 months ago, I was at 1 million views a month. I was like, whoa. Now it's like at 40,000. What is that telling you? They don't want me to tell you this stuff. I know what the fuck's going on. Not everything. I know enough that they are scared to death of this channel, okay? I'm showing you here. Transaction volumes and institutional interest in crypto is accelerating across European markets with crypto increasingly integrated. Crypto is being more and more integrated right here into the region's financial infrastructure. And there you have it. They're telling you right now. And greater regulatory clarity, like MICA, is serving as a catalyst for broader institutional engagement. They're waiting for all the institutions to come in. I'm showing you right here what's really happening. The price is not showing it. You need to forget about a price unless you're buying, and now's the perfect time to buy. Brilliant prices. HBAR, you'll get it cheaper than I ever bought it. I think I was buying HBAR at 15 cents. Maybe 20 cents. You're getting in cheaper than me. You probably end up with more HBAR than me. This shit is so fucking cheap. This is an opportunity for you to get in cheaper than what Crypto Hulk can get on some of this shit, okay? Now, I got you on XRP. I was buying at 15 cents. I got out of XRP at about 29 cents. My average price of my XRP is probably 22 cents. So, but with HBAR, shit, 9 cents, man, you could buy 50% cheaper than me. Hey, Crypto Hulk, I got HBAR cheaper than you. Yeah, you did. Congratulations. I'm going to go over the deep dive here in a second. Let me check the comment section. If HBAR hits 5% or below, I'm buying. Wow. Used to be 50 cents. Shit, man. Rise. The Rise token is up 39%. That's one of my favorites. Let me check my phone. Hold on. Shouldn't have told me that. Some of my bitch. Telling you guys, get a loan. Get a loan. Just get the fucking loan right now. Don't wait. Okay, look, if you're brand new, get a fucking loan. Go to Caleb Brown, my sponsor, of course, only go there, but get a loan. Because look, HBAR at like 9 cents. I'm telling you, man. Let's say it goes down. Okay, great. But let's say it stops going down and it starts going up. Uh-oh. Now you're fucked. You could have got HBAR at 9 cents. Now you're going to pay 20, 30 cents. Oh, God. I know what you're going to say. Oh, shit, Crypto Hulk. I could have got a loan, but no, I was too busy sucking Big D, all right? That's what you're going to say. If I didn't have enough crypto that I have now, son of a... Oh, what the hell? How did that shit... Never mind. Well, son of a bitch, I'm looking at Rise. It's up 40%. My God. See, I do a show on Rise and shit, and it takes, you know what they do? This platform does. I'll talk about a crypto, no joke. They delay my shit like 1 to 2 days, and all of a sudden, like that one, Mint. It was called Mint, M-I-N-T. It took 3 days or something. Then that fucking shit goes up 26,000%. I'm like, son of a bitch. But it didn't do it right away. There's a delay on my show. I'm telling you what, they slow my show down so bad. They are so fucking scared. And the last time we had a pump like that on Uphold, they shut it down. I forgot what crypto it was. Uphold shut down that crypto. They did it again with this Mint token. You can buy Mint on Uphold's platform. But Uphold twice now shut the shit down because of this channel. That's what people tell me. Parrot says, thanks for the Rise show months ago. I've got some every week since. Bravo. I mean, your viewers are definitely higher than that. I know several YouTube guys that talk fringe subject and the same shit. You're being shadow banned. That's how we know you're spot on. I'll tell you what, 5.5 years ago, I started the show. Now, I wasn't as good as I am now. Good meaning experienced. Now I know how to have a way, way better deep dive, way. But when I first started, I didn't know anything about crypto 5.5 years ago. And, but nowadays, I'm better than I was 5.5 years ago. My first 3 weeks of the show, I had people that subscribed, 8,500 within 3 weeks. Bam, the first month, 8,500 subscribers. That was crazy. The top chat was so full, I couldn't really read it because it would move to, I'd have 900 people in the top chat, for real. 800 or 900 with 8,500 subscribers. I'd have like 800 people in the top chat. I'm not fucking shitting you. And it would keep moving like that where I'd have to stop the top chat to read it. And the minute I let go, it'd go back down. So like if I saw a question and I go to get it, it'd be too late. Then all of a sudden they put the smackdown in the shadow ban. This is 2020, around July 2020. I started my program, 600, 700, 800 people in the top chat. It was fucking nutso. Then I started having to have moderators. So I couldn't do it. It was just way too much. And now what do we got? Well, I got a private show, but 128. But yeah, imagine 700 people in this thing. It was nutso. I had to have like 10, 15 moderators. It was crazy. And then they shut down my program. And then the views, instead of having 700 people in top chat, then it goes back down like 100 or something like that. They are so terrified of this channel. I'm telling you what, if they didn't fuck with me, I'd have 1 million followers. Just letting you know. But it's okay. So you guys got all my free time now. I get to concentrate on you to help teach you shit. Rookie, Numbers, Hulk, Stephen Morris. Shut up. Thank you very much for the tax-free. I appreciate tax-free donations. TJ Smith, he's got a question. Quick question. Ultra XLM worth holding? You know, we went over the different ones, the different stellars, Ultra Stellar and shit. I mean, I don't have it. That don't mean shit. Stellar's all this crypto stuff, TJ, is very secretive. Can't hurt. I mean, how many zeros you got in front of? I mean, it can't hurt to get it. It's stellar. If you got the right one, I'd throw 200 or 300 in and just let it go. How much you willing to lose? That's the question. There's all this secretive shit, man. You have no, maybe the Ultra Stellar shit goes like $5 or something. I have no idea. But I think you should get it. I mean, because look, if you can afford to lose $100, do it. Because that 100 might turn into $10,000. All right. I'm just telling you. All right. So figure out how much can you just piss off and then put that into Ultra Stellar and then walk away and you're cool. Right. You could afford if it's $50, 100, 200, whatever your little gamble is. If you want to gamble with 300 and then think of the potential, what it could be, 5, 10 grand. $50,000, $100,000? I can't tell you. You have to make that decision. I don't own it. I'm not against it. I don't. I can only leverage my money. I only got so much money. But there you go. Root taking a hit. Everything's taking a hit, man. It's buying time, man. It's like when you see a crypto get hammered, you should be like, oh my God, I want to get that one. It's like everything's 80% off. It's the best time to get shit right now when there's blood in the streets. Don't you guys get this? Is all a psychological operation. The whales are dumping because they're shorting everything they can possibly think of. And then they go buy it offline in some dark pool somewhere. You can't see them do it. Okay, they got these other exchanges you probably have no idea about. Okay, this whole crypto space is so fake. All the New York stock, NASDAQ, it's all fake. Our government is fake. Okay. I don't know how all this stuff turns out. You know what? I'm going to gamble. That's why I got gold. I've been selling gold and silver for 4 years. I bought all my crypto, XRP and VeChain, back in 2020 and stopped buying any crypto ever since. I started buying gold and silver for about 4 years. Finally, January-ish, I started up with Caleb Brown. Then I started buying crypto again. All right. What did I do? I took a break for 4 years. What was I buying? Gold, silver. Oh, man. Because if the worst case scenario, if everybody gets wiped out and liquidated by a quantum computer, that's why I stopped buying gold and silver. Then I started buying, that's why I stopped buying crypto, because I was afraid of a quantum computer way back in 2020. I said, this is it. I'm not going to keep buying and buying and buying. What about gold and silver? It was at $1,700, $1,800 when I started getting it. So that is what happens. Chris Sharpie is like, if Root hits 50 cents, I'm done. I'll have everything I ever want. This is what I'm showing you. If you watch Crypto Hulk Show, you can't be dumb money and watch this program. Dumb money is when you watch all these people make these stupid fucking predictions and dumb shit like that. Okay, look, I'm going to help somebody out. Go on to Grok. Let's all do this now, class. Because you guys act like you don't know how to do shit. So right now we go to Grok. I'm going to pretend like I don't know a fucking thing. Okay? I'm going to go to Grok. I'm on Grok. Grok. There is a crypto called Mint. It is kind of associated with Fidelity or a Fidelity company. What is this crypto and the contract code? Let's see if it's connected here. So if you watch my program, that's what you have to do. Number one is watch the program and find out the companies. If you watch my program, you'll find out the companies it's working around or near. So my question to Grok was, Grok, there's a crypto company called Mint. It's kind of associated with Fidelity or a Fidelity company. What is the crypto and the contract code? So now it's looking up on CoinGecko. Okay, it's too fucking easy. Here's the contract code, and it's on Optimum. See, some of you guys I want you to use Grok, dude, for simple ass shit like this. Okay. All you have to do, see what a lot of you don't do is watch my program. I'm not talking about anybody right now, but you got people that don't watch the program and they're always asking, I can't find this coin. I can't find that coin. Just do what I just fucking did. You type Grok in Grok, put the names of related cryptos you think they're to, the companies, and then bam, there's your fucking answer. It's not that fucking tough. You guys act like you don't know how to do shit with a computer. Okay, Mint is an Ethereum layer 2 network focused on NFTs. It's built on the OP stack, Optimism Superchain. Mint, there's the contract code. There you go again. Too fucking easy, right? Some of you guys are adults. You should know how to use a computer, and you should know how to use Grok. You can ask Grok whatever the fuck it is. I asked Grok the other day, like some question on how to find a fucking mechanic or something. I mean, just ask Grok, dude. It's that easy. It's not like you guys are acting like you're in the dark and you don't know how to find shit or whatever. This shit was too fucking easy to do. Is XAN still a good hold? Can never thank you enough for your insights and research. You are the best in the biz. XAN, I can't look that one up right now. I got to run this show if I can remember offhand, but I got a show I got to do. I can't. That would be like somebody who's a $500 member where I would just stop everything I'm doing. Like these people can literally call me. And, but I was thinking about running a special. I could probably take about 5 people for a 3-month membership. We're going to start. This is for somebody who I prefer anybody who's already been a member. 3 months, $500. Now, as we got crypto regs coming, you want to be positioned in the right place before these regs come in. So I think what I'll do is I'll run that special. I can take 5 people. I don't want to really do any more than that, but 5 people who need a membership. We'll do a 3-month, 500. That'll be a spring special, even though it's not spring yet. Okay. And you have to be either somebody who's already had a membership. Yeah, if you've already been like a $500 member, I can honor that one. Well, but let's just see. Let me see about if I can get 5 people to do that, and then we can work on maybe another special, like the first 5 that I can contact. So that'll help some of you past people that were members to let me look at your portfolios again and go over some stuff and make sure we're on the right track. And then as I come up with different cryptos, you get notified first. All right. Don Foley, thank you very much. Tax-free donation. Appreciate that. Let's get out with this show. So the Taurus one. So here's a deep dive on Taurus. Now, Taurus goes into Europe and joins up with Capco because what they're doing, everybody, the article already showed us, they're integrating all the institutions right now. This is what happened. They're integrating now. They haven't integrated. They're integrating. So you're not going to be rich tomorrow and next week, probably not next month. Okay, just put that out there. So you can be, you can calm down. So here we have Temenos and Taurus. So there's the partnership there. Taurus is hooked up with Capco. Capco is like the sales organization, the banks, and all that shit. But Temenos provides like the hardware and software. But look here, Temenos is hooked up with Taurus. Now, why is that interesting? Because Ripple is a Temenos partner. Watch right here. Watch what I'm going to show you right here. Read this title. Ripple Friendly Temenos. Picked by Societe Generale Group to modernize the major bank in Czech Republic. So see what we got going on here? Now let's do a little deep dive. It's a very short one. Ripple, a leading blockchain company known for its XRP ledger and cross-chain transaction, has maintained a collaborative relationship with Temenos since 2016. Been a Ripple partner for 10 years. Oh my God. That's what's happening. Temenos, look, to the dumb people out there, and I'm talking about haters, Temenos has been a Ripple partner for 10 years. Are you fucking telling me they're not using Ripple tech when they work with the Capco company with Taurus? You're telling me Taurus is not using any of the XRP shit with Capco to hook up all of Europe? Is that what you're saying? You need to get off the show because you're beyond fucking stupid, okay? This is what's going on. Ripple's technology is now being set out as a street, a road, bridge, the rails for a train. I'm showing you right now. Is it making sense that the price of XRP dumps as I show you this? Buy it up. This is like the only, you are given. Please don't tell me you're one of these people. Well, Crypto Hulk, I know XRP is at $1.58 or whatever. I'm going to wait till it's $4 before I buy it again. And I'll be like, what? Yeah, it's just the price keeps dumping, and I'd rather have it at $4. I had friends tell me years ago, come back to me when XRP hits $5 and I'll buy into it. I'm like, what? People, come on. You know, I can't have dumb friends. Like, that's not, I can't do that. Let's continue reading. 10 years, Temenos has been in the game. They hook up with Taurus. Taurus is rolling with Ripple. Taurus hooks up with Capco to hook up Europe with Ripple, and the price dumps. What does that tell me? Buy the fuck out of it, okay? This integration, this is what Grok is saying. It's not my opinion. I'm not reading a Ripple playbook on how to sell Ripple. I'm showing you what Grok is telling me. Unless Grok's in bed with Ripple, I doubt it. This integration of Ripple and Temenos and Taurus and Capco, this integration initially demonstrated through Deloitte. That's a Ripple partner as well. The biggest accounting firm in the world is a Ripple partner. This integration with Deloitte, they did a proof of concept and it works. Deloitte did a proof of concept, and this whole little thing they got going on, the soiree, it works brilliantly according to Deloitte. And Deloitte goes back, about 10 years with Ripple as well. That's not a big deal. This allows Temenos core banking platforms like the T24 to incorporate Ripple's protocol for real-time, low-cost international payments without intermediaries. Oh, man. More recently, Temenos has been labeled Ripple-friendly in contexts like Societe Generale. We talked about that in the Czech Republic already. Enhancing customer experiences, potentially paving the way for blockchain-based services in European retail, that's us, European retail, that's us, and corporate banking. Taurus is a Swiss digital bank asset infrastructure firm specializing in custody. So Ripple's going to have custody. That's the Ripple custody, they call it. Came from Medico, came out of Switzerland. This is very strange. Switzerland invented Medico. Ripple's custody was originally called Medico. The Swiss invented it. So did the Germans, who sold it to Ripple. Now they're bringing it back to Switzerland again. Do you see how? Look, I'm telling you, this shit doesn't make any fucking sense to me. That means I buy. When I see shit like this, I'm like, wait a minute. What are they trying to hide? You know what? I'm getting in on this shit. I don't understand, but I'm getting a percentage of this because I know there's some fucking funny business going on here. This shit is not fucking normal. Why do they hide this shit so much? Why does this company take that one and switch to that and change names to that and go over to there? They're hiding some shit, man. It's like that game they play in New York. The little street vendor guys, they put the little nut or whatever, the dice inside the cup, and they move the cups around and shit, or the card, whatever the fuck they do. That's what's going on. Taurus is a Swiss digital infrastructure firm specializing in custody. They're going to have custody. They're going to have tokenization, everybody. It's coming. And they're going to have blockchain connectivity. Taurus and Temenos have a project. It's called Protect. Protect with capital letters. This will enable thousands of banks worldwide, oh God, including those in Europe, to offer seamless crypto wallet. What did I tell you about the Ripple wallet, everybody? I've been telling you about that for 3 years. No other channel, huh? And I already showed you Ripple Singapore, gold and silver in your wallet. I've been showing you with evidence. I've been waiting for years. I'm ahead. I was telling you Ripple is going to have a Ripple wallet before Ripple even told you they had a wallet. Automated digital asset transfers. What appears to be, here's what Grok is saying. What appears to be here is a robust fintech ecosystem in Europe. Oh, really, Grok? Where traditional banking meets blockchain. Where traditional banking meets blockchain. Ripple with Temenos joins up with Taurus, who has the inside gig with Capco to provide the old school banking system with the new school Ripple technology, everybody. This is what Grok is saying. It's converging right here. It appears to be converging. Of course, Grok doesn't know. I know Grok doesn't know. I had to get these articles. Here's what I did. Grok at first was like, oh no, there's no Ripple integration at all. Then I say, you know what, Grok sucking dick. So then what I did is I did the search again, but then I included these other articles. Now all of a sudden, Grok is like, what appears to be a converging here. I had to help Grok see this shit, okay? And now I'm helping you see it. Temenos acts as the bridge. Temenos, also known as Ripple, XRP Ledger. Temenos acts as the bridge, integrating Ripple's payment efficiencies for cross-border settlement, potentially aligning with ISO 20022 and even with SWIFT. Oh, shit. And SWIFT would give you the Linea, Linea crypto. That's Consensus's baby right there. And this is SWIFT right here. And SWIFT's coming in. Congratulations if you got Linea. And it's super fucking cheap now. It's down 66, 70% Linea. So if you want it, get it. Discount price, 70% off. SWIFT compatibility through fintech partners and Taurus secure custody solutions to handle crypto, to handle tokenized securities, everybody. They're telling you what's coming. The crypto halt, the prices are down. That means buy, dummy. That's what that means, okay? But should I sell? I don't want to lose my money. You know what? Just sell it, dude. Just, you know what? Give it away. Just fucking give it away. That's what you need to do. Give it away. And this synergy is evident in European initiatives like Taurus expansion in continental Europe via partnerships with firms like Capco, Temenos, role in modernizing banks amid growing regulatory clarity. There is growing regulatory clarity in Europe. This is what this is showing right here, everybody. The result is a push towards what? Tokenized. Oh, God. That's one of the two things that we need to be rich. Regulatory, and then they're talking about tokenization, everybody. That's it right there. They're making my whole point right here. Growing regulatory clarity, and there's a push toward tokenization. That's the whole thing I'm telling you about. Crypto laws, regulatory, and then global tokenization. This thing is mentioning the two things that we need to be rich. Am I concerned about crypto prices? Fuck no. I'm looking at real world news saying I could see this happen. I'm literally watching this shit unfold. I know what the cryptos are. This is the best time of your life. I'm showing you the news, and I'm showing you what cryptos are making this happen. You have an opportunity now to get in before everybody else. I'm literally naming the cryptos that are part of the European transformation into digital asset bridging traditional finance with fintech. I'm naming them all right here. Congratulations. Hopefully you take notes and you end up rich. If you don't end up rich, I'm not trying to be a hater, but you're dumb as fuck, okay? There's no way you cannot be rich from this unless you're just a stupid shit. That's the only excuse. There's no other way. This is too fucking easy where I could get a fucking chimpanzee to be rich. Chris Sharpie says, heck yeah, $4 fart coin is why I'm here. Okay, 15 minutes. What do we got here? Let's do the deep dive. This is a very painless deep dive. No pain. There's no pain. I know pain. Copy and a paste. I want to show you something here. Like monkeys, Maxine Waters coin. That's an old lady. She looks like she has like a horse face. She's so old that her face looks like a fucking horse or the backside of a mule. All right. Let's go right here. Where is it? Son of a bitch. Visa. Okay, let's switch things up. What we got? What have I shown you from day one? Ripple China. Ripple's been with China from day one, everybody. This is how we know Ripple. This is why Crypto Hulk's channel is the most heavily shadow banned on all of them. Fucking Instagram, X, all of them. They already know. There's one channel out there that fucking finds information. Nobody finds out. I mean, I did all this shit 3 years ago. You've got Ripple is not a company. It's a government special ops, okay? How do you have Ripple China 2013, 14? How do you have that? Didn't Ripple just start as a startup? How did Ripple make the Chinese yuan 12 years ago? How did that happen? Because there's no fucking way a fintech company like Ripple, San Francisco, gets permission to make a Chinese yuan. There's no fucking way that shit happens. No other channel has this evidence. No, let's just critically examine this. Critically examine it. What would it take? This is not a rhetorical question. You could answer this one. What would it take to allow Ripple to help the Chinese make a Chinese yuan? Somebody put in the comment section, what would make that happen? How, in what universe would that happen or be allowed? Let me read. King L7, 77 King 64. Thank you very much for the tax-free. Hulk, you don't know what you're talking about. You're going to get me wrecked. I'm just going to go to XRP convention and discuss how to dollar cost average. I'm stupid. I want to be broke. P.S. Maxine. Oh, God. Now I got to watch some kind of porn to get that shit out of my head. The Maxine comment. Patrick Legend answered the question. He said the United States government. The question was, what would it take to make it okay for Ripple to help China make the Chinese yuan? And Patrick said the United States government. That's the right answer. Okay. Justin Sun knows the answer. Now, who was that person? It was Justin Sun that went to China on behalf of Ripple to hook them all up in the early days, 2013, 14. That was Justin Sun. So Robert Driscoll, Bob gets the award as well with either one of those are the correct answer. Both of those are the correct answer. Now, let's go through this article real quick here. How much time do I got? 12, 11 minutes. Okay, this will be a very quick one. Visa, massive Ripple partner. The title is Visa and Union Pay partner on cross-border money movement in the Chinese mainland. Oh, God. What is Union Pay? It's a Chinese payment company. Visa, who's a massive Ripple partner, joins a Chinese payment company to move money throughout China. Now, let's look at the partnerships here. We've got Visa back in 2018. Only like 8 years ago, Visa buys Earthport for $250 million. Now, in today's money, that'd be about $300 million. Here's the evidence of that. Mark, thank you very much for that tax-free. Just a thank you, Hulk. Appreciate that, Mark. That's motivation. That motivates Crypto Hulk to spend all this time finding the shit to connect all these dots and make it nice and neat. What I'm doing is like we're playing volleyball, and I set it up, and I'm letting you spike it. Okay, that's what we got going on. Here's your first one. What are we talking about? Visa, Ripple partner, Union Pay, hooked together using Ripple technology to move money throughout China. I'm going to show you this. That Ripple's not a company. That's such a... So here we got Visa acquires Earthport, $250 million. That shows you right there. Visa is using... Why the fuck would Visa spend $300 million in today's money to not use XRP Ledger? None of that shit. That's bullshit. Next, Visa spends $925 million. This was in 2021. So in today's money, that's at least $1 billion. Okay, at least. Let me do a copy and a paste. Right here. Next, Visa acquires Currency Cloud for $925 million. So now Visa, I'm trying to show you a connection. Visa spends in today's money like $1.25 billion for Ripple technology. What? So they can not use it and just fuck it off? No. Visa is running XRP and all their technology right there. They don't have to be a Ripple partner. Visa does not have to be a Ripple partner to utilize it and implement it all around the world. Ripple's technology is open source. You don't need to be a Ripple partner. Is Visa using Ripple technology? I'm not going to answer that. That's a rhetorical question. So now we know, we've established the fact right here, Ripple spent billions on that technology. Now let's look right here. We're talking about Union Pay and Visa. Okay, Union Pay and Visa. Now let's go to PayPal right here. Oh shit, here we go. Now here's a copy and a paste. PayPal and Venmo, they hook up with who? Visa, the massive Ripple partner. So now we know that PayPal and Venmo are using Visa with Ripple technology. They don't have to be partners. And if you look here in this article right here, you'll see that Western Union is now mixed up in this using Ripple technology. Don't have to be a partner. Now, who are the other partners? Astra, Brightwell, Ripple partner, Cross River Bank, Ripple partner, Pfizer, Ripple partner. Let's look right here at Cross River Bank. They are a Ripple partner. I'm not going to show all those banks, just one's enough. I'm on limited time here. There's your Pfizer article. Pfizer is on what? Ripple.com. Cross River Bank to integrate Ripple. There you go. So that whole PayPal, Visa, Western Union, Pfizer, and all that, that's all that fucking Ripple shit, okay? There's your evidence right there for that. Here is Western Union Here, now, here's Western Union. They hook up with 10Pay. This is Tencent. This is a Chinese, one of the biggest Chinese companies right there. Look at your evidence for that. Western Union and 10Pay, they partner up. Remember that name, 10Pay. I want you to see something right here. Ripple was already a partner with 10Pay and Alipay. Looky here. We got the evidence. No other channel. No other channel. That's why I'm the heavily shadow banned on this fucking platform, which is fucking garbage. They call it YouTube. Here's Ripple China timeline. Look at the date right here. Look at that date, 2013. Look at the date, June. On June 27th, 2013, the Ripple China Trading Center was launched. And who did they have who did Ripple have as partners utilizing Ripple and XRP? Alipay and 10Pay. What is Alipay? Alibaba, the biggest company in the world. And they had Tencent, the biggest Chinese company. They had Alipay and 10Pay 13 years ago. No other channel knows this information. Let me show you that again because I'm deleting it. So I have room on my screen. Alipay. Well, what is this one? Is that the same one? Well, I'll send it to you again. Okay, now Ripple has a partner called Tranglo. I'm going to show you how Ripple they're already a partner. Ripple's already partnered with 10Pay and Alipay, but I'm going to show you more proof. Here's a company called Tranglo. Ripple owned 40% of that company. Right there. Tranglo partners with Ripple. There's your evidence with that. Okay. Now, what's interesting, let's look at Union Pay right here. I'm going to show you actual Union Pay. Block Behemoth. 2 fart coins for you, Hulk. Thanks for the deep dives. Right on, man. Appreciate that. It takes a lot of work. I'm trying my best to show you without a doubt what the fuck is going on here. What cryptos are they using, Crypto Hulk? This is the evidence right here. Not my fucking opinion. Straight up evidence. Let's look right here. We're looking at Union Pay. That's the official website. Let's look at their partners. We got Wise, TransferWise, okay? MoneyGram right there. Bam, MoneyGram. Let's keep going. There's Tranglo right there. Ripple partner Tranglo. Union Pay. There's the tie-in with Ripple right there. Union Pay. Remember Visa, Union Pay, and all that shit? This is all Ripple because Visa's a Ripple partner. Tranglo's a Ripple partner. Let's keep going with Union Pay and see what other relationships we got. HSBC's a Union. Oh, Leon. See that right there? Leon is right there. So let's take a little look right here. Leon, Ripple partner. Union Pay is so fucking up Ripple's ass with all these Ripple partnerships. There it is right there. Take a look. Leon joins RippleNet. There's your evidence right there. Let's go back to the Union Pay and see if there's any more Ripple partners there. Forex USB. Al Ansari. Look right there. Al, A-L, and then the next word is Ansari. Al Ansari. Are they a Ripple partner? Yep. They're rolling Ripple technology. Look, it's an exchange. Al Ansari is a Ripple exchange, a Ripple partner. Tell me Union Pay is not going to use them to send money around the world. Of course they are. There's your evidence for that. So I'm going to click out of the Union Pay. Switch. Okay, that's all the Ripple partners that I saw. They got like 4 Ripple partners. Union Pay is totally using Visa Alan, sorry, all these Ripple partners, they're using it all. I showed you the evidence. Here's Tranglo. Tranglo is a partner with China. Copy and a paste. Look right here. And then, of course, Tranglo is 40% owned by Ripple. See that page right there? What does it say? Tranglo. What does that little flag there show? China. There you go. China is working with Tranglo, which is a Ripple partner, like Ripple China. Now, Tranglo, which is a Ripple partner, is also a partner with Alipay. Here's your evidence for that. It's all connected. I find the connections. I show them all to you. Look what the fuck we got right here. Tranglo page. What does it say? Tranglo enters global cross-border partnership with Alipay. Now, earlier I showed you the Ripple timeline, 2013, right? The Ripple timeline, June 27, 2013. The Ripple China exchange, or whatever it was called, was a partnership with what? Alipay and TenPay. Ta-da! This article there is 2020. I showed you they were already partners 7 years before it hit. See, they're trying to make it look like, I'm just saying. Let's look right here. Ripple. I'm going to show you the Ripple customer list right here. This is what nobody has. Go to the 17-second mark. 17-second mark. Here's Ripple's partners right there. Ripple Fox, Ripple Partner, The Rock Trading, We Exchange, Ripple CN, that's Ripple China. Go to the 24-second mark. 24-second mark. What do we have? The first Ripple trading platform that supports what? The CNY. What is the CNY? That's the country code for China. That stands for the Chinese yuan. The first two letters are CN. That stands for China. What does the Y stand for? Y. What does this mean? Look down below. Gateway address. China already had a Ripple gateway address. You could type that in right there. Go under Grok. Copy that code. RNUF96. Type that in. Go to Grok. And Grok will tell you that is a access to the Ripple gateway. It's called Ripple China. Ripple CN. Now, go to the 42-second mark. 42-second mark. I'm going to show you again what nobody has. I'm looking at a Ripple logo. It says Ripple 2. RIPPLE and the letter TO at the end. What is Ripple 2, Crypto Hulk? It's the first fully automatic recharge and withdrawal virtual currency gateway in China. And again, there's your gateway address right there. Type that into XRP Scan or Grok and tell me what you find. You're like, son of a bitch, Crypto Hulk, how do you find this shit? If we go to the 54-second mark, look right here, 54-second mark. Let's read. We are making a video tutorial suitable for beginners. Currently, we can only provide, and I can't read the rest. The first step is for beginners. Visit the, quote, official wallet. Click on the Chinese language. This is a Ripple wallet right here. They're showing you right here. A Ripple wallet for the Chinese gateway. Ripple already had wallets 13 years ago. Just saying. I've been telling you this for 3 years. The other channels, they have no fucking clue. Let me click out of that one. Okay, lastly, because I got to wrap this show up. Lastly, look right there. Go to the 39-second mark. 39-second mark. What does it say? Ripple China. What's underneath that? CNY. That stands for the Chinese yuan. What is the date? November 30th, 2013. Everybody, almost 13 years ago, Ripple hooked up China with the cryptocurrency and a wallet and a gateway address on and off to the Ripple ledger. It's all right here. Crypto Hulk showed you. All right, last minute. Let me check the comments. CNY Ripple. Here are the messages. I just started. Takato. I just started as a paying subscriber last week. How do I get to see your screen you are sharing? I think what you got to, I don't know why you can't see. You should see the top chat. If you don't see it, maybe you got to download the YouTube app to your phone and get a username and password or something. I don't know why you can't see what I'm showing right here. Awesome show, Hulk. Thank you. Cheers, Hulk, says Stu Lavelle. 2027, Crypto Hulk in Thailand. Just letting you know. Okay, peace out. I'm out of here. I got to turn this over to the $5 people. I'll wait an hour and then let this go to the public. I'll see you.